Imagine vehicles so massive they seem to dominate the horizon. Machines designed not just to roll, but to carry full-size tanks, cross swamps, deserts, and terrain that would be completely off-limits to anything else. These are the giants of military operations. True steel colossi on wheels that changed the course of wars and shaped the logistics of the world's greatest powers. Have you ever wondered what the most imposing military trucks ever built look like? The ones that don't just impress with their size, but with raw strength, complex engineering, and the ability to perform in any environment, from scorching desert heat to frozen muddy tundras? Today, you're going on a journey through the 10 largest military trucks ever put into action. And we're not just talking about horsepower. We're diving into history, battlefield presence, and extreme functionality. Stick with me till the end. Tatra T1813 Kolos. Built by the legendary Czech manufacturer Tatra, the T1813 Kolos was introduced in the 1960s to meet the growing military demand for high-performance, heavy-duty vehicles during the Cold War. Its mission was clear: carry extremely heavy cargo across the most challenging terrain in Eastern Europe. It's powered by a 17.6-liter V12 diesel engine producing up to 270 horsepower with impressive torque for its time. While not built for speed, it can reach about 50 miles per hour, which is impressive considering its size and purpose. It features a 20-speed manual transmission, yes, 20, allowing precise torque control for climbing steep grades or crossing uneven ground. Its 8x8 all-wheel drive and independent swinging axle suspension system give it excellent off-road capability. The T1813 looks like a brute. High off the ground, massive wheels, and a boxy armored shape scream toughness. The sound of its V12 starting up is unforgettable, a mechanical roar that turns heads. Inside, it's basic but functional, with space for heavy cargo or troops. It was used to haul missile launchers, anti-aircraft cannons, and other heavy equipment for the Czechoslovak Army and other Warsaw Pact nations. Its performance and durability made it a Cold War icon of Eastern Bloc military engineering. Some units are still operational today in military history events and private collections. In fact, vintage restorers in Europe compete in auctions for these vehicles, keeping the Tatra legend alive. If you thought the Kolos was an engineering icon, the next American model is modular, agile, and built for today's battlefield. Patria. Developed by Finnish manufacturer Patria and launched in the early 2000s, the Patria 6x6 was designed for transport and logistics support missions in the harshest environments. Built around the principles of operational simplicity, ruggedness, and easy maintenance, it's a favorite among modern armed forces operating in cold and remote regions. It's powered by an inline 6-cylinder diesel engine delivering around 294 horsepower, with high torque and consistent force to perform even across broken terrain. Its top speed reaches about 62 miles per hour, making it agile for a vehicle of this class. The 7-speed automatic transmission provides smooth control even under full load. Its 6x6 all-wheel drive, combined with an independent hydro-pneumatic suspension system, allows it to conquer mud, snow, and rocky trails with stability and ease. Its clean design, compact structure, and reinforced cab give it an unmistakable sense of toughness. Inside, it's functional and well-protected, offering enough space for long hauls in rough terrain. Thanks to its modular design, it can be configured to transport troops, weapon systems, or electronic gear. Countries like Finland, Latvia, and Sweden have already adopted it. One of its biggest strengths is the ability to be reconfigured for multiple roles, from combat ambulances to mobile weapons platforms. In fact, it became the centerpiece of a joint production agreement among several European nations aiming to standardize military fleets and reduce maintenance costs. If you like the Patria's no-nonsense power, get ready. Oshkosh Mk48. Developed in the United States by Oshkosh in the 1970s, the Mk48 was part of the tactical logistics system used by the U.S. Marine Corps. The goal was clear: create a modular, reliable truck that could operate in nearly any condition without compromising its mission. The Mk48 is powered by a Detroit diesel V8 engine producing about 450 horsepower, providing enough torque to tow extremely heavy trailers with confidence. It can reach speeds of up to 56 miles per hour, which is impressive for a truck of this size. It has a 4-speed automatic transmission designed for ease of use under stress, especially in sandy or muddy terrain. With 8x8 all-wheel drive and independent suspension on every axle, it maintains stability even in combat zones. Its design is tough and practical, with a low, angular cab that makes attaching trailers quick and efficient. The engine sounds deep and metallic, typically of American military builds. Its biggest strength? Modularity. The Mk48 can be paired with various trailer types, fuel tankers, flatbeds, or even missile systems. Some configurations can carry over 20 tons. It saw heavy use during the Gulf War, where it proved reliable even under extreme desert heat. It's still in service with some Marine and Reserve units today. Some versions became movie icons and inspired designs in video games. Among tactical vehicle fans, it's considered a modern classic. But if you want to see raw Soviet power, the next truck is practically a rolling fortress built to haul intercontinental missiles. Hishnik 6x6. Built in Russia, the Hishnik 6x6 is a relatively new military truck designed with mobility and off-road performance in mind. Its name means predator in Russian, and that alone says a lot about the machine's aggressive design and mission. With a 6-cylinder inline diesel engine, the Hishnik puts out about 300 horsepower, strong enough to haul several tons of deer through ice-covered trails, swamps, or deep mud. It reaches a top speed of around 56 miles per hour, which is more than respectable for the terrain it was built for. Its 8-speed manual transmission was designed for maximum control in harsh conditions, with short gear ratios that ensure pulling power at low RPMs. The 6x6 all-wheel drive combined with an articulated independent suspension system absorbs shocks with ease, even across rugged surfaces. The Hishnik's look is aggressive, with tall fenders, a raised cabin, and a commanding stance. Inside, it's reinforced and practical, with enough space for personnel or cargo in high-risk zones. It's mainly used to move troops, ammunition, and supplies across remote areas where access is nearly impossible. The Russian army often deploys it in mountain and cold climate operations where few trucks can perform. Although little known in the West, the Hishnik has appeared in military exhibitions and is being considered by countries that deal with extreme climates. Some units are even used in northern Siberia border patrol missions. Think the Hishnik was tough? Wait until you see the next one. MAZ 537. Built in the Soviet Union in 1959 by Minsky Avtomobilny Zavod, the MAZ 537 was developed with one mission in mind: haul ballistic missiles, tanks, and heavy artillery platforms across any terrain, from Siberian mud to the deserts of Central Asia. It's powered by a massive 38.9-liter V12 diesel engine, producing an impressive 525 horsepower. That kind of output gives it the raw power to pull over 50 tons consistently. Despite its size, it can reach speeds of around 37 miles per hour, which is solid for such a heavy-duty vehicle. The 4-speed manual transmission includes a low-range gear setup designed to push maximum torque to the wheels. Its 8x8 all-wheel drive handles rough terrain, wet ground, rocky paths, or inclines with ease. Suspension is handled by heavy-duty coil springs paired with hydraulic shock absorbers. Visually, the MAZ 537 is a rolling fortress. It features a short cab, extended flatbed, raised radiator, and enormous tires that resemble those found on agricultural or mining equipment. It weighs close to 22 tons, even without a load. It was heavily used by the Soviet military and later adopted by countries like Belarus, Ukraine, and India. It frequently transported T-72 tanks and rocket launchers across vast military zones in Russia. Surprisingly, some units are still in civilian use today. They've been repurposed for mining operations and even heavy-duty vehicle recovery in remote areas. One was spotted lifting derailed rail cars in a recovery mission in Russia, proving it's still a workhorse decades later. If you're enjoying this deep dive into military giants, now's the perfect time. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a new video. It helps the channel grow and keeps this kind of content coming your way. Up next, get ready for an American monster that was custom built to carry M1 Abrams tanks across unforgiving terrain. MAZ 7310. Built during the Cold War, the MAZ-7310 came out of the Soviet Union in the 1970s as a super heavy military transport truck. Produced by MAZ in Minsk, it was designed to carry missile systems, portable bridges, and high-weight equipment across swampy, forested, and desert environments. It's powered by a 38.9-liter V12 diesel engine generating around 525 horsepower, giving it the torque needed to move over 40 tons of gear. Even with all that mass, it can reach up to 37 miles per hour, perfect for slow but strategic deployments. It features a 4-speed manual transmission with low-range gearing. The 8x8 drivetrain uses locking differentials to equally distribute power across all wheels. The heavy-duty suspension relies on independent axles for better traction and shock absorption in extreme terrain. Its size is staggering. Long, wide, and tall, with a cabin that spans 2 front axles, the vehicle's body stretches like a locomotive, with room to carry large weapon systems on its back. It's essentially a mobile platform for launchers or radar stations. It was frequently used to transport Scud missile systems and radar equipment across remote Soviet regions. Because of its off-road capability, it became a core asset in military mobility strategy. Interestingly, a version of the MAZ-7310 was adapted for Arctic exploration vehicles with very few modifications, proof of its durability in sub-zero conditions. Oshkosh M1070. Launched in the 1990s by Oshkosh Corporation, the M1070 was built specifically to transport the M1 Abrams main battle tank. That meant it had to tow over 60 tons with safety, stability, and performance, even off-road. It runs on a V12 Caterpillar diesel engine delivering an incredible 700 horsepower. With immense torque, it handles steep grades while fully loaded. Despite its own weight of over 20 tons, it can hit up to 45 miles per hour with impressive stability. The 5-speed automatic transmission is reinforced for heavy-duty use. Paired with 8x8 all-wheel drive, it's capable of maintaining grip on uneven and loose terrain. Suspension is handled by high-strength parabolic leaf springs, ensuring balance under full loads. Visually, it's a beast. The massive frame, huge tires, and long chassis fitted with a 5th wheel for trailer hookups make it instantly recognizable. The engine growls deeply, and the cab, while built for function, offers comfort for long military missions. Primarily used for transporting tanks, armored vehicles, and tactical equipment, the M1070 is still in active service with the US Army and the British Army, known for being one of the most reliable tactical trucks ever made. One of its standout moments was during the Iraq War, where it hauled tanks across desert terrain under extreme heat, completing its mission with no critical failures. That kind of performance cemented its reputation with military logisticians. Think that was heavy duty? MZKT 74135. Built by Belarusian manufacturer MZKT, the 74135 is one of the most powerful military trucks in the world. Specifically engineered for ultra-heavy military loads, it's used to haul tanks, missile systems, and even intercontinental transport units across tough terrain. Under the hood is a 38.9-liter V12 diesel engine, producing around 1,050 horsepower. Yes, over 1,000. That's enough to tow convoys weighing over 130 tons, and yet, it can still reach speeds of up to 51 miles per hour. It comes with an automatic transmission, fine-tuned for extreme workloads. The 8x8 all-wheel drive ensures grip even under full load, and its hydraulic independent suspension offers superior balance and shock absorption on rough ground. Visually, it's like a hybrid between a truck and a tank. Massive, wide, and physically overwhelming. The cab is armored, supports multiple crew members, and houses modern controls for complex military operations. The MZKT 74135 is used by armed forces in Eastern Europe and the Middle East for strategic logistics missions. It also sees action at military airports and in high-risk areas as a launcher hauler or equipment transporter. At a recent International Defense Expo, one unit was seen towing a disassembled fighter jet on a platform, an image that went viral and earned it the nickname the Monster of Military Logistics. And just when you thought things couldn't get more insane, M3 amphibious rig. Developed in Germany by General Dynamics European Land Systems, the M3 amphibious rig is the ultimate achievement in military river crossing technology. Launched in the 2000s and used by Germany, the United Kingdom, and Singapore, this mobile platform can transform into either a floating bridge or a self-propelled ferry. The M3 is powered by a 12-liter turbo diesel engine delivering 400 horsepower, supported by complex hydraulic systems that manage its transformation. Despite its size, it can drive at up to 50 miles per hour on land and 8.7 miles per hour in water, which is exceptional for a vehicle of this kind. It features a 6-speed automatic transmission tailored for dual-surface use. Its 4x4 drivetrain, retractable water jets, and independent suspension make it perfectly balanced whether on road or river. At first glance, it looks like a wide, low-profile truck, but once it reaches water, its sides unfold, the jet propulsion kicks in, and in seconds, it's navigating across a river. On its own, it can carry a main battle tank. When connected to other M3s, it can form bridges over 300 feet long. Its main mission is fast deployment, crossing rivers where fixed bridges aren't an option. It's been used in real-world military operations and NATO drills, where it earned praise for speed, reliability, and versatility. One of its most viral moments came when an M3 unit crossed a river with a Leopard tank on top, while other vehicles waited to board. The footage circulated among engineers and military fans worldwide. IFA-CIFA. Built in France by CNIM, Constructions Industrielles de la Méditerranée. The IFA-CIFA, short for Engen de Franchissement de Levant, is a true amphibious bridge on wheels, designed to cross rivers and water obstacles in record time. It's one of the most versatile and surprising military vehicles ever made. It's powered by a V12 diesel engine producing 720 horsepower, giving it enough strength to move its massive metal frame, float on water, and still carry armored vehicles on top. On land, it can reach up to 37 miles per hour, impressive for a platform of this size. The multi-speed automatic transmission is calibrated for smooth transitions between land and water. Its 8x8 all-wheel drive, reinforced suspension, and built-in water propulsion systems allow it to operate as both a vehicle and a floating bridge. Visually, the CIFA stands out for its articulated body and foldable side panels that open once it enters water. In just minutes, it transforms from a truck into a floating platform ready to connect distant riverbanks. It's primarily used by the French, German, and Belgian armies to establish rapid crossings for tanks and troops when fixed bridges are unavailable or destroyed. And here's the crazy part. Just 3 CIFA units can be linked together to form a 100-meter bridge in under 10 minutes. During NATO joint exercises, it proved essential for high-speed crossings under simulated combat conditions. Pretty impressive. These aren't just vehicles. They're tools of power, engineering, and military strategy. Each one of them carries more than just tons of equipment. They carry the weight of decisions that shaped battles, opened up inaccessible paths, and supported missions where failure wasn't an option. They prove that on the battlefield, size does matter, but when combined with smart design and reliability, the impact is even greater.